and welcome, Derby fans. Welcome to the hangar at Oaks Park, where this afternoon we'll get started with a bout between these awesome young athletes, our good friends from Salem, the Cherry City Comets. And this afternoon they'll be taking on our own Rose Petals All-Stars. All right, before we get started here, we have a few things we'd like to mention. Please stay on your side of the black bumpers. As always, that's for your safety as well as the safety of our skaters. And before we get started, also, we'd like to give a big shout out to all of our volunteers that make this happen. Thank you very much. And also, while you're in the applauding mood, give a big shout out to our officials, both skating and non. Without them, of course, we can't have roller derby. We'd also like to remind everyone this is a juniors bout, so please cheer responsibly. And no coaching from the stands, please. Leave it up to the coaches. Let them give the call-off signal, all that good stuff. So without any further ado, let's get this party started. My name is Toe Furious. I'll be joined today by Shifty.
Hey.
And he'll be giving us the starting lineups for Cherry City.
All right, here we go. In the white with red, the Cherry City Comets. Number 3, Time Bomb. Number 99, Your Mom. Number 55, Sweet and Sour. Number 22, Nonel Rose. Number 27, The Goob. Number 010, Quick Sass. Number 119, M.O.B. Number 144, Beatrix Kiddo. Number 210, Chemical X. Number 408, Madam Gemini. Number 508, Midnight Smack. Number 587, An Explosive. Number 777, Attacknid. And last but not least, number 787, Little Miss Mayhem. The Cherry City Comets.
And now, in the purple, your home team, give it up for the Rose Petals All-Stars. Wearing number 0, Scrambled Egg. Number 1 is Skittles. 1-2, Magic Hate Ball. 1-3 is Slamilton. 1-4, Sour Snitch. Number 1-5, Princess Leia. 1-6, Be Afraid. 1-1-1, your Captain Ballistic. Number 3, Nora Bones. 3-4 is Ruthless. 3-5, the Feral Kid. 3-7, Ana Mata Mia. 3-7 is Bobcat. 7-4, Dynamite. 7-8-9, All Ice. 8-8-8 is Frantic. 9-5, Lil T Rebel. And last but never least, give it up for 9-9, PB and Jam. Put your hands together for the Rose Petals All-Stars.
Super exciting roller derby here. This is the future of roller derby.
I think it's roller derby right now, my friend. These skaters are awesome. We'd like to welcome our fans on the interweb as well. The World Wide Web will be listening, so it might be a little different for you folks at home. But we're about ready to get this party started.
Looks like we got Skittles and An Explosive at the line for this first jam today.
All righty, here we go. Skittles right to the front of the pack. And takes lead jammer for the pedals.
An Explosive still negotiating the defense of the Rose City team. A little tight wire act forced out.
Some nice defense there. Sour Snitch looks like, and company.
Great job by Cherry City holding Skittles back. Skittles finds a way through the outside.
And Explosive is through now, and there's the call off from the pedals. That's a way to get it started here. Few points. All right.
Dynamite and Nonel rolls at the line. The Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear for this second jam.
Oh, Nonel rolls, finds the inside line and gets lead jammer now for Cherry City.
Dynamite on the chase.
Oh, and weaving through the pack in the call off.
Dynamite still manages to steal three there at the end. Frantic and Madame Janamai. Frantic is through to be lead jammer.
It looks like your mom, number 99, headed to the penalty box for Cherry City.
That'll be the first therapy session of the day. Frantic spins, stays inside the tape, and gets through for a scoring pass.
Some nice defense being played there by Skittles.
With yet another spinning move, Frantic gets through the pack.
All right, Madam Gemini now through on the initial pass for Cherry City. And there's your call off. We'd like to remind everyone our jam line is being brought to you by the Jam on Hawthorne, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly place for breakfast. That's the Jam on Hawthorne.
Be Afraid and the Goob jamming. It looks like the Goob found a way on the inside for lead jammer.
Some nice defense being played here. Beatrix Kiddo right here.
I mean, I imagine a Goob being pretty slippery. And the Goob is through for a scoring pass. Great defense from Cherry City. Holding up Be Afraid. Be Afraid slips up through the outside.
And the Goob once again engaging the pack.
And the Goob gets through for another scoring pass.
Once again, some nice defense from Cherry City, but Be Afraid now through and scoring points.
Illegal contact by the Goob. We'll head to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
So we'll have a power jam now for the rest of this jam, or close to it, I guess. And the pack is moving quickly along the back straight. And there they're taking up residence in the top of turn 3. Be Afraid trying to find the way through there. Big recycle there. Really nice job of Beatrix Kiddo with the nice block out and recycle on that last one for Cherry City.
There's the call off, but Cherry City managed to get their jammer released right before the call off. So they will start this with both jammers on the track.
Looks like we'll have Ballistic and Time Bomb as our jammers this time. And our Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear. And Ballistic now working. Looks like Midnight Smack and company there holding up Ballistic.
Both teams doing a great job defending.
It's like
Cherry
Little Miss Mayhem in that mix as well for Cherry City. And a big recycle now. Number 22, that's Nonell Rolls.
Cherry City now down one blocker.
Looks like that Pedals defense is doing a great job here as well. 73, that's Bobcat.
Boy, what a lockdown we got here. Neither jammer able to make any headway. Tough defense. Cherry City gains one more blocker from the box.
Looks like number 210, Chemical X there for Cherry City, trying to play some offense.
And Cherry City sends one more to the penalty box. This is impressive defense.
Oh, another penalty call. This time, number 1, Skittles.
There we go. Ballistic finally finds the path with
Wow.
only 10 seconds left in the jam.
Wow. It looks like the Pedals offense there holding back 2 goats to get 2 points at least. Yeah. That was a great job by the offense of the Pedals there.
There's 2 points on the board for the Rose Petals.
A full 2-minute jam.
Woo.
All right, looks like we'll have Princess Leia And Quick Sass as our jammers here.
Princess Leia goes down over her own teammate.
That's PB and Jam in the mix there. Trying to play some offense now for Princess Leia.
Quick Sass.
Meanwhile, Quick Sass
Lead
through.
jammer. Princess Leia speeds past.
There's the call off.
That's a smart call off right there, making sure that Princess Leia can't get any points on the board.
All right, well, An Explosive and Magic 8-Ball will be our jammers here for this 7th jam of the morning.
And Explosive finds a way on the outside. Magic 8-Ball still hung up by the defense.
And now Magic 8-Ball also through. And there's a call off from An Explosive. And I believe An Explosive was a skater here at Rose City. Is that correct?
I believe so.
I believe that's correct. And welcome back.
They may skate for both during home team season. Yeah, maybe. I know that there are a couple skaters here like that. Yeah. Be Afraid and Midnight Smack. Midnight Smack is going to be your lead jammer.
Quickly through on the outside. And Midnight Smack now engaging the pack once again. Oh, and tiptoeing that line, just not quite enough there. There's that Onomatopoeia over there with some nice defense.
Really nice moves by Midnight Smack there to spin and get around the outside. Tiptoes the inside of the track this time for a scoring pass. Doing a great job to close up that gap.
And Be Afraid now out on the initial pass as well for the pedals. Oh, wow. Some nice backward skate and call off at the same time there. All right. This is a great bout so far.
Yeah, that was a 12-point jam for Cherry City.
Yeah, look at that. Right back in at 33-28 for our viewers at home. That's the Rose Petals in the purple and Cherry City Comets in the white.
Quick Sass and PB and Jam at the line.
Looks like both teams with one skater in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
Quick Sass.
Wow, Quick Sass found that outside line quickly. PB and Jam out now as well.
Is that a coach? I was like, there's so many people saying call it in this one right now. I watch it a little too. All right, both teams with 2 points on that last jam. We have a 5-point game. Slamilton in the goob. Penalty box is clear.
And Slamilton now working in the top. Cherry City with some nice defense here. 508, that's Midnight Smack, as well as the Goob in there.
The goob, season opening on the outside, but not just, I guess the goob is the lead jammer, and Slamilton got out just at the same time. That's the Goobs team saying, call it, score and call it. And it works. That's a 2-1 jam for the Goob and Cherry City. Narrows that down to a 4-point game. Little T Rebel and Time Bomb at the line. We have a clear Ripple Heart Therapy penalty box. Little T Rebel hits that pack hard. And gets lead jammer.
Oh, that's...
Beatrix Kiddo heads to the penalty box.
Little T Rebel now engaging the pack once again. Finds the line on the outside. Meanwhile, some nice defense being played over here by the Pedals on the Cherry City Jammer. Well,
Onomatopoeia and Nano rolls. Nano rolls straight through the inside like a rocket ship.
and Onomatopoeia now finds the outside line there on the initial pass.
Nano rolls, negotiates the defense of the Rose Petals. Scores a quick 4 and calls it.
We would like to thank Sasquatch HR, making nonprofit and small business workplaces better at sasquatchr.org.
We'd also like to thank Ritual Dyes, a local knitting and custom dye shop in Southeast Portland, owned by some Rosebud's parents. Ballistic and Midnight Smack. Midnight Smack finds an opening on the inside and is lead jammer.
Really nice work by 210 there. That's Chemical X doing a great job of offense and defense for Cherry City.
Midnight Smack with a smooth backwards move on the outside. Here comes Ballistic on the initial pass. Midnight Smack with the call off. It's a 7-0 jam for Cherry City, making this a 1-point game.
Woo, 1 point game.
That's what we like to see, a nice tight matchup, huh? Frantic and Little Miss Mayhem.
Wow.
Frantic quickly through for lead jammer.
And Little T Rebel headed to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Frantic back engaging the pack now on the inside, is through.
Frantic with a scoring pass. They're second in this jam. Illegal contact call on the Rose Petals.
I think that was number 13, Slamilton, headed to the penalty box.
Little Miss Mayhem finally through the pack.
There's the call off from Frantic. Wow, 12 big unanswered points on that one. Stretch the lead out just a little bit for the Pedals.
Princess Leia, Nano rolls. Nano rolls quickly through the inside.
Looked like your captain an attack mid there with a nice offensive block. Just bring the jammer through.
Oh, fancy feet from Nano rolls.
Oh, and Princess Leia now through on the initial pass.
Quick score and call it.
Two Cherry City blockers in the penalty box to start this next jam. So the Pedals will have a two skater pack advantage. This game's moving right along. 16 jams already. Still 10 minutes to go in the first half.
Dynamite, Midnight Smack. Dynamite, your lead jammer. Midnight Smack, right out too.
Both skaters engaging the pack.
Wow, Midnight Smack again with the fancy backwards move.
Wow, that was some fancy skating, Midnight Smack. There's the call off from Princess Leia.
PB and Jam and Quick Sass. The penalty box is clear. PB and Jam quickly through the middle.
And PB and Jam through once again to scoring the points. Oh, it looks like we have a two-town cider star pass.
Scrambled egg heads to the penalty
Explosive,
box.
I believe, will be our jammer now for Cherry City.
That's our first star pass of the game.
Oh, some great defense being played there. Rose Petals, Sour Snitch in that group.
And Explosive gets through on the initial pass.
And PB and Jam is through. Oh,
And Explosive finds a way.
She finds the inside line that time. It's like scrambled egg in the mix this time for Petals as well. Oh, and a crash at turn one there. PB and Jam. Oh, and a penalty called on PB and Jam at the end of that.
And this is going to go, well, only the remaining seconds.
And there you go. We'll have a power jam, power start for Cherry City on this next jam.
That was a 12-16 jam.
Ooh, a lot of points on that one. Still looks like just 13 points separating these teams, and now a power start for Cherry City. Maybe just what they need.
Nonel rolls jamming for Cherry City. PB and Jam still in the box. Nonel rolls quickly through for lead jammer.
And Cherry City back to full strength now. Nice job of offense over there by Cherry City.
Nano rolls, scans the pack, and sees that opening.
Oh,
once again, great track awareness. Sees the opening, gets through quickly.
Wow, Nonell Rose quickly through. Nice lateral movement there. Finding their way through that pack.
We're back to a 1-point game again here.
Wow. Here comes, looks like Ballistic headed to the penalty box for the Pedals. Meanwhile, Nonell Rose now working at the top and through once again. So that's our lead change.
That's the first lead of the game, I think, for Cherry City.
There it is. Oh, and Nonell Rose, see the inside. Looked like they were run out there just quickly by Magic Hate Ball.
Almost had that apex jump.
Almost. Now, stopping Magic Hate Ball once again. Little T Rubble over there.
Nana rolls with a 20-point jam so far.
Oh, that's number 3, Nora Bones, in that defense as well.
Make that a 24-point jam for Nana Rolls and Cherry City, changing the lead to Cherry City 87 to Rose City 76.
Wow, big lead change.
I think that's our biggest jam of the game thus far.
All right, still 4.5 minutes to go in this first half. Plenty of time to get your raffle tickets.
Slamilton and Midnight Smack. Penalty box is clear.
Just one to beat there for Midnight Smack. Bobcat trying to get in the way, but no luck.
Midnight Smack through for lead jammer. Here comes Slamilton. Boy, Midnight Smack quickly through for score and call. Spreading out that lead just a little bit more. Skittles and Quicksass.
Some nice defense by the Pedals here, Ruthless. Feral Kid. Oh, and a direction of penalty play called there. Dynamite.
Quicksass is through for lead jammer. Skittles still struggling with the defense of Cherry City right now. Skittles finally gets through and is on the initial pass. Quicksass pushing the way through the pack. Scores 3 and calls it.
They would like to thank Porque No Taqueria, sunniest place in Portland. Probably not today, but normally the sunniest place in Portland. Voted the best tacos and Mexican food in PDX. Check out our friends, Porque No.
Frantic and Chemical X. Chemical X quickly through the inside. Frantic spins through the middle of the track.
Chemical X run out of bounds that time.
That's going to be a cut track called on Frantic, who will head to the penalty box for the Rose Pedals.
Okay, so power jam now for Chemical X and Cherry City.
Chemical X with a quick hockey stop,
Wow.
fake out.
That was an awesome change of direction, Chemical X making it through the pack.
There's another hockey stop fake out.
Wow. And
Frantic re-enters the track.
There's the call off from Chemical X, but another big jam.
And just like that,
Cherry City.
we have a 30-point difference.
Wow, that was a swing right there. Cherry City really taking command here. And just a minute to go before the halftime festivities begin.
Let's squeeze another jam in here. Lil T Rebel and the first appearance on the track for Your Mom as jammer.
Looks like a cut track called on Lil T Rebel. So we have a power jam once again for Your Mom.
Didn't we have another skater here named Your Mom for a minute? Your Mom. Great job.
It was Your Mom's favorite.
Great laddering defense by the Rose Petals.
The scrambled egg, magic hate ball in there, Nora Bones. Taking turns on that defense, doing a great job slowing down Your Mom. And Lil T Rebel back out of the penalty box now and engaging the pack. And Lil T Rebel is through on the initial out of the penalty box.
Your Mom makes another scoring pass and quickly calls it off. There's our intermission. We got 10 minutes before the next half. 76-114 Cherry City. That's some exciting roller derby. Make sure to head over to the concessions at the end of the garage door. All the proceeds from that concession stand benefit our Rosebuds All-Stars travel team, who will be playing next. Drink a snack, some food, spend lots of money. It all benefits our travel team and their great expense of traveling to compete and trying to win back their national title this year. Also, we have a raffle today that also benefits the Buds travel team. This raffle basket includes stand at the end of the hangar. And don't forget to get your raffle tickets. Total value is $536. We'd also like to remind you once again, as we resume gameplay, please do not coach from the stands. Please do not coach from the stands. All right, we're about ready for some roller derby action the second half here.
Super good bout so far. Both teams playing very well.
Frantic and the Goob at the line. We start the second half with a clear penalty box.
And what looks like a pivot line start here for the pack.
And we're off. The Goob finds an opening.
Very nice offense from Skittles from the pedals that time, breaking free Frantic. There's the call off.
The Goob says that's a little too close for comfort. I've had enough of that one.
Too close.
Midnight Smack and Slamilton at the line. Midnight Smack quickly through the inside for lead jammer.
And Midnight Smack having a great game here. Slamilton, meanwhile. Nowhere to go. The defense by MOB and company there for Cherry City.
Cherry City's really upped their defensive game. Midnight Smack quickly through for a scoring pass. Slamilton finally out on the initial.
Oh, and there's the call off.
Cherry City going to play some careful roller derby here, try and protect that lead. Chemical X, Magic Hate Ball at the line. Oh, sorry, that's Onomatopoeia, my mistake. Onomatopoeia through to be lead jammer. Here comes Chemical X.
Oh, Onomatopoeia hitting the outside line. Meanwhile, Chemical X, a little hop over the apex to score those points for Cherry City. Pedals defense now slowing up Chemical X. But Chemical X through now, as well as Onomatopoeia quickly through the pack.
Onomatopoeia with the call off. Keeps that jam at a tie.
All right, so it looks like we have two pedals in the penalty box and maybe two Comets also in the penalty box. So we're full pretty much to capacity in the Rebel Heart Therapy. Have to call next week for an appointment. There we go.
Skittles and your mom jamming. Skittles hammers through the inside. Scrambled egg with the good defense. PB and Jam with the defense, one after the other, making it difficult for Cherry City.
Some nice defense over there. PB and Jam holding up your mom. So now Skittles is through the pack.
Skittles scores 4.
All right, both jammers engaging the pack once again. Barrel Kid back out of the penalty box.
Cherry City sends one to the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Rose City win that jam, 8-4. 92-132 the score. Cherry City starting with 1 blocker in the penalty box. Nonell Rolls and Princess Leia at the line. Nonell Rolls with the fake, and then and a cut track called on Nonell Rolls. They will head to the penalty box, so it's a power jam for Princess Leia and the Rose Petals.
Nice defense that time by the Petals. All Ice and company. Oh, and a cut track then called on Princess Leia. So they will be headed to the penalty box as well.
So we're going to have a penalty box do-si-do for the jammers. There's no derby without a jammer, right? And then Nonell Rolls re-enters the track.
There's our jammer do-si-do. So Nonell Rolls back out of the penalty box, working the inside and through on the initial pass. This jam will go the whole 2 minutes. We do not have a lead jammer now. Nonell Rolls run out there by Lil T Rubble.
Nice force out, recycle.
Oh, Lil T Rubble then knocked out. But a penalty called on that hit, so Nonell Rolls is through and scoring the points, and once again for Cherry City. And Princess Leia now through as well on the initial pass.
Nonell Rolls has some nice backwards fake out moves.
Oh, Princess Leia finding the wide open line along the outside and through the pack that time. It's like Ballistic headed to the penalty box once again here. There it comes to its natural end.
That's a 12-4 advantage in that jam.
All right, looks like we have a timeout called by the Petals, and this timeout was brought to you by Welcome to PDX. Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor sponsor of Rose City Rollers.
We'd like to thank Ann Ritual Dyes, a local knitting shop and custom dye shop in Southeast Portland, owned by Rosebud's parents. And Rebel Heart Therapy, therapy for queer, poly, kinky, quirky folk.
And of course, anybody that's residing in the penalty box. I said anybody that's residing in the penalty box, also from Rebel Heart Therapy.
We also like to thank 888 and 187 Killer Pads, the official safety gear sponsor of the Rose City Rollers.
Another pivot line start here.
Dynamite and Attacknid. Dynamite Quickly through to be lead jammer.
And
Is that a star pass? No.
no, I don't believe so. I think it's a Tacnid, just had the cap off, so they're through now and putting the cap back on.
Dynamite scores 4 for the Rose Petals and calls it off.
Dynamite. There's the call off from Dynamite.
You're saying it wrong. It's Dynamite.
Hey, we'd like to shout out Buffalo Gap, John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. That's the Buffalo Gap.
And explosive. Oh, there's a timeout. This time I'm brought to you by Deb Counts Tabor, the official realtor of the Rose City Rollers. Welcome to PDX.
Good time to remind everyone about the raffle. Don't forget about our raffle. Cool basket going around. We'll be pulling the winner at the halftime of the second game. So if you're not here, that's fine. Just put your name and number on the back of the ticket, and we'll make sure you get your prize. Get that basket, though, is over $500 worth of stuff. Benefits the Buds travel team, who we'll be seeing playing in the second bout. So that'll be great. Get your raffle tickets.
There's a bunch of stuff in that raffle basket from Wokeface, Wokeface. I keep on messing it up. I'm sorry to Wokeface. Be Afraid and An Explosive. Be Afraid finds the opening on the outside.
And An Explosive also out on the initial. It's about a straightaway behind.
I'd like to take a moment to remind everybody here to turn off the Wi-Fi on your phones. We use it for the technology that helps us run this game, and sometimes it just gets a little clogged up. So please take a moment and turn off the Wi-Fi on your phones.
All right, that was a quick one.
Scrambled Egg and Midnight Smack jamming for their teams. Midnight Smack quickly through for lead jammer. Rose Petals with 1 in the box.
All right, Scrambled Egg through as well now in the initial pass.
I've been told one more time, we're asking that fans and families in the stands do not coach from the stands. Coaching from the stands may result in a captain's penalty for the team you're rooting for. So please do not coach from the stands. Leave that to the coaches. Apparently. Frantic through for lead jammer.
Frantic coming around now and engaging the pack.
Nice scoring pass from Frantic and the Rose Petals.
It's like Cherry City slowing down the Jammer a little bit this time. Sweet and sour over there in the mix, as well as Chemical X.
Nonell Rolls comes flying through the pack on that initial pass. Nice backwards skating hat.
There's a call off.
Frantic is like, I don't like the looks of that. Rose Petal's able to make a little bit of a comeback there. The Goob and Dynamite at the line. The penalty box is clear. And the Goob pushes the way through.
This Cherry City defense right here on turn one doing a great job.
Really
But now, Dynamite now through.
great job by Dynamite to negotiate that awesome defense.
And the Goob is through and a quick call off. That's a great derby name, the Goob.
Remember, the concession stand at the end of the hangar benefits the Rosebuds All-Stars travel team in the enormous expense of traveling to compete. Here
And it
we
looks
go.
like we got Skittles and Little Miss Mayhem.
Skittles is through for lead jammer.
Like 5:08 midnight smack headed to the penalty box for Cherry City. So 2 blockers in the penalty box for Cherry now. Skittles scoring points. Little Miss Mayhem is through. And Skittles now through battling at the top of the pack. Little Miss Mayhem working through the pack now. Petals regrouping. And Mayhem is through, once again scoring points for Cherry City.
Be more awesome in work, sport, and life. WSL leadership coaching. We have an empty Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box here. Scrambled egg and non-L rolls. Your jammers. Non-L rolls inside and out. But scrambled egg manages to get through first. Here comes the chase.
Oh, and non-L rolls on fire. Passing up scrambled egg there.
Boy, non-L rolls with that backwards move. That's hard to stop.
And there's your call off. Not before 4 more points though from non-L rolls. Grabbing all 8 on that one.
8-4 jam. Beatrix Kiddo and PB and Jam at the line. The Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear. PB and Jam negotiates the defense and gets through for lead jammer.
And Beatrix Kiddo now through as well on the initial pass, about a half a track behind PB and Jam. Oh, PB and Jam finds the inside and calls it off. Hey fans, send your kid to spring break camp with Rose City Rollers, March 25th through the 29th. Registration is open now. RoseCityRollers.com.
Midnight Smack and Dynamite jamming. Dynamite quickly through. Midnight Smack, one last one to beat. Gets through for the initial pass.
Dynamite now engaging the pack and through. There's the call off. That's how you do it. We would like to thank a couple of our sponsors here this afternoon, Portland Vital Signs and Trailhead Credit Union.
Ballistic and Nano rolls. Nano rolls quickly finds the opening on the inside. Nano rolls quickly through for a scoring pass.
And Ballistic now through on the initial pass for the pedals. Non-L rolls through the pack and the call off.
Onomatopoeia and Madame Gemini.
I think that's the first time Madame Gemini has jammed here this afternoon. Onomatopoeia, though, lead jammer for the pedals. Onomatopoeia picking their way through the pack and through. Scoring the points for the pedals.
Onomatopoeia goes down on the outside, recycled. Up and working through the pack again.
Onomatopoeia finds the defense from Cherry City, anchored over there by your mom and company.
Madame Gemini on the initial pass.
And Onomatopoeia scoring more points now and through. There it is, the call off. As the pedals inch closer. Still 11 minutes to go.
28-point game now.
Plenty of time. It looks like our Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is empty to start this 17th jam of the second half. Another pivot line start.
Frantic and Attacknid.
Oh, right away, Slamilton headed to the penalty box for the pedals, and Attacknid will be our lead jammer. And Frantic now out as well for the pedals. Attacknid right through on the inside.
Quick score and call. Protect that lead. Time Bomb and Skittles are lining up to jam for their teams. Cherry City with one blocker in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box.
Skittles working that inside line and powers through. Take lead jammer once again for the pedals.
And we have a star pass.
Some nice defense here by the Pedals this time through.
Nano
Nowhere to
rolls.
go for Nonell rolls. And a star pass. That's a two-down cider star pass.
And a drag race. Oh, fancy hat. Nonell rolls does like a quick backwards moves, puts on the star, ready to attack the pack, but then there's the call off. Ballistic and your mom. Penalty box is clear. Ballistic is through for lead jammer.
Meanwhile, your mom being held up there on the inside line. Then number 14, that's Sour Snitch doing a great job. Also 16, Be Afraid. As well as number 3, Nora Bones over there. There's your star pass once again. So Midnight Smack will now be our jammer for Cherry City.
Ballistic makes a scoring pass. Cherry City send one to the penalty box. Ballistic quickly through for another scoring pass, making this an 8-0 jam. Rose Petals slowly creeping back in the game. Quick Sass and Princess Leia. Cherry City with one blocker in the penalty box.
Nice defense right here. Beatrix Kiddo on Princess Leia, but making it through. And lead jammer.
And we have a star pass for Cherry City.
That's a two-down cider star pass. Beatrix Kiddo will now be our jammer for Cherry City. Princess Leia quickly through. Looks like some nice defense over there. Anna Monamia, Lil T Rebel.
Oh, this is going to be a power jam for Princess Leia and the Pedals. Beatrix Kiddo is headed to the penalty box.
You see them immediately switching to offense here, trying to spring Princess Leia through. Well, they decide to call it off instead. So we'll have a power start for the Pedals on this next jam. Just under 6 minutes to go.
Pedals have been whittling down that score slowly but surely. This could be anybody's game. Power start for Frantic and the Rose Petals. Frantic
And
finds
Chemical
one last
X now one to
defender.
beat. It's like Cherry City regrouping on top of turn 2 there. But Frantic is through and lead jammer.
Nothing a couple spin moves can't stop. Here comes Beatrix Kiddo back from the box. Quickly through on the initial pass.
Got a Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box now clear. Frantic run out of bounds there. 508, that's Midnight Smack. Normally a jammer here, but playing some defense out there.
They're mixing it up.
Oh, and Frantic manages to stay in bounds that time, but not this time. That's MOB. A nice run out on Frantic. There's a call off.
exactly 20-point game here with 4 minutes 15 left in the half. Don't forget to stick around for the next game, folks. You're not going to want to miss it. Rosebud's All-Stars mashup. It's going to be an exciting game.
Oh, Dynamite on the inside, lead jammer, and a cut track. Called on Nonell Rose, so we have another power jam here for the pedals and Dynamite.
Dynamite makes that first scoring pass.
And it looks like a direction of play called on Attacknid, sorry. Wow, Dynamite skating through. Once again, some nice offense there from Skittles and Ballistic. Now just one to beat here. Nonell rolls back out of the penalty box and through.
Nonell Rose is like, I got to put an end to all this.
And there's your call off.
We suddenly have an 8-point game.
That's a rapid comeback right there from the pedals.
This is exactly what you want in roller derby, right? A close game. Woo! Just under 3 minutes left to play. 8-point game.
Still plenty of time left. And looks like we have an official timeout. And as always, those timeouts are brought to you by Welcome to PDX and Deb Counts Tabor. Don't forget your raffle tickets. We'll be pulling the winner at the second half, the halftime of the second game. You'll get your raffle tickets. In the meanwhile, enjoy this Puns and Roses Music Minute.
All right, that's the whistle that brings us back to roller derby. And Explosive and Be Afraid at the line. Each team with one blocker standing in the box.
And Explosive trying the inside, now the outside for Cherry City. It's like the pedals doing a great job of recycling their defense, but an Explosive not to be denied, your lead jammer. And now Be Afraid is through on the initial pass for the pedals. There's your call off.
Cherry City determined to take this one home. 10-point game.
10-point game. 1 minute 35 seconds to go. It looks like our Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear.
Chemical X and Little T Rebel at the line. The Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is clear.
Little T Rebel working the inside, now outside. Chemical X also working on the inside, being stopped there by the pedals.
We
So
have
we have a stoppage in play.
always nice to see a skater move off the track on their own power, on their own feet.
It's also a great opportunity to mention we'd like to thank Dr. Tim Williams and all of our in-house medical staff over there, doing a great job keeping our skaters safe and on the track. All right, looks like we're going to get back to roller derby here. 58 seconds to go, 10-point game. Plenty of time.
Frantic and Midnight Smack. Penalty box is clear. Midnight Smack quickly finds the hole.
Midnight Smack is having a great game as a jammer here, as well as blocking. Quickly through, takes lead jammer. And Frantic now through as well.
With that signature Frantic spinning move.
Well, Midnight Smack through and calls it off.
Looks like we're going to get one more jam here today.
Should have one more jam, yeah. And a 14-point game now. All right, looks like we'll have Dynamite for the pedals and Non-L Rose for Cherry City. And one Cherry City skater in the penalty box.
They're quickly off.
Well, some nice offense by Mia there. Quickly through, lead jammer
Look
is
at this.
Dynamite. But Non-L Rose through as well. No time on the clock now. And Non-L Rose is through and scoring the points. Dynamite also through now and scoring the points. Well, we can go for another minute and a half here if Dynamite does not call it off. On a big recycle that time, Mia.
Big bonk by Slambleton.
And Dynamite now through. And Non-L Rose making it through as well. Tough fought battle. Oh, and Non-L Rose with the apex jump. Through and untouched that time. Non-L rolls back through and checking the inside once again.
There's the call. It's the end of the game. I don't know about you, but that's some of the best roller derby that I have seen in quite a while. Great game by both teams. Thanks to Cherry City for coming up here and playing such a great game, and bravo to our Rose Petals. That's good derby.
All right, fans, that's it. Final score, Rose Petals 197 and Cherry City 213. Give it up for these awesome athletes today. Everybody, great effort, giving their 100%. Come on out to the track. Come on out to the track here. We'll give everybody a high five. Give these awesome skaters a high five. Cherry City, if you want to take your victory lap. You guys go on ahead and take your victory lap. There you go. Good job. Thank you. There they go. All right. All right. Give it up for those awesome athletes. What a great job. Thank you guys for coming up from Salem today. Great job. Great job. Great job, great job. Great job, great job, great job. Good job. All right, now let's give it up for our pedals for a nice victory lap here. Here we go. All right, be sure to hang around just a few more minutes. We'll have the MVPs. All right, so just another minute here and we'll have the pick of the MVPs for this bout. Okay, looks like we're ready. All right, so Cherry City, you're the winner, so let's start with you, okay? Yeah. Okay, so I think they're done. They're all done. They're ready, okay? So first we'll start with MVP blocker.
73.
73 is Bobcat. All right, thank you, Bobcat. All right, where's the MVP jammer at? Where's our jammer? Who's got the jammer? Oh, here we go. All right, so we have MVP jammer.
Number 1.
Oh, that's just the MVP altogether. Number 1 is Skittles. So that's just the MVP altogether. And who's got the jammer? Where? Oh, right there. Sorry. MVP jammer then.
Is number 77.
77. We don't have a 77, hon. 74 is Dynamite. There you go. 74. That's a good call. That was a good jammers today. All right. Sorry about that confusion. So we'll go first with MVP blocker.
787.
787 is Little Miss Mayhem. All right. And then how about MVP jammer?
22, not a roll.
2-2 non-L roll for the MVP jammer. Awesome. All right, so can we have our MVPs right here in the middle for a photo op? All the MVPs right here in the middle. Cool. Thank you. There you go. Get in close there. All right. Thank you all. And then if we could have both teams right over here under the scoreboard for the final shots. So come on over to the scoreboard here and get another one. And everybody, thank you for coming. All our friends from Salem, thanks for coming up. Safe travels if you're not going to stay for the second game. I hope you will. It's going to be a great, great show here for the second bout. And we'll get that started here in just a little bit. Thank you all for coming. Have a great morning.
afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Hangar at Oaks Amusement Park, home of the Rose City Rollers. And obviously home to the Rosebuds All-Stars, who y'all are here to see. Thank you all for coming out on this cold, cold Sunday afternoon. But you're lucky because the track is about to get lit on fire. So, this exhibition bout between the Rose in the purple and the Buds in the white should be a good time. But before we get going, a few things to go over. Please stay on your side of the black bumpers. That is for your safety and the safety of the skaters. Please do not walk in front of everybody while the action is going. Wait between the jams. You got 30 seconds to get back and forth between your seats. This is a juniors bout, so please cheer positively and responsibly. And also, please do not coach from the stands. I'm looking at the two of you over there. Yeah, you know who you are. Let the coaches do the coaching, and you all just cheer and watch. So, while we're still in the applauding mood, let's give it up for all of our volunteers who make all this possible. And for all of our officials on skates and off. And now let's get this going. Nam, who you got?
I have the pleasure of bringing out the team in white. Give it up.
Buds.
Wearing number 087, it's Jawbreaker. Wearing 101, it's TNT. Wearing 105, we've got pancakes for breakfast. Wearing number 13, it's Pandemonium. Number 14, it's Strawberry Short Fuse. Wearing number 17, it's Blueberry Ruffin. Wearing number 220, Nico Teen Kills. Wearing number 25, it's Rolling Thunder. Wearing number 30, it's Captain Stu Smacker. Number 314 is Elbow Bell. Number 321, give it up for Spitfire. And number 324, it's Road Runner Over. Number 327, Scooby Doom. Number 408, Zoe Diggity. Number 503, it's Scar. Number 701, Kung Fu Skinny. Number 867, it's Teen Titan. And last but not least, number 926, Doctor Who. Give it up for the Buds.
And now, without any further ado, in the purple, give it up for the Roses. Wearing number 12, it's Cherry Bomb. Number 15 is So Feisty. 16, your captain, Harley Quinn. 211 is Pop-Tart. 222 is LL Cool Sleigh. Number 24 is Sock It To Ya. 4-6, Donna Dangerous. 5-1 is Nessie. 5-2, Madness. 6-1-2, Mystery Machine. 6-1-8 is Ghoul. 6-1-9, Chloe Catastrophe. Number 6-4, Adri Hell on Wheels. Number 7 is Quicksilver. 7-6, give it up for Johnny Crash. 8-0-8 is Ginger Slap. 8-1-9, Kill Pickle. 88 is Decoy. And last but never least, 900 is Fizzgig. Give it up for the team in purple, it's Roses.
So for all of our fans down there, I did want to explain one thing really quick. The two teams.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name is Puns and Roses. I will be your announcer for this afternoon. Feel free to leave comments in the chat. I will try to get to them as I can. So what's going on here? This is a Rosebuds travel team exhibition bout. The regional team, which is open division, and the national team, which is female division, have taken all their skaters, thrown them all into a big pot, sorted it all out, and this is what we have, the Roses versus the Buds. So each team is a mixture of national and regional skaters, and you should be in for a treat today. First up, we have Roadrunner over in the white jamming, and that is Harley Quinn in the purple. Harley moving to the front, working against Scar. Great work by Scar. So Feisty trying to contain Roadrunner over at the front, and Roadrunner over is through. First lead jam goes to the Buds. Harley has pulled the star. Great reaction there from So Feisty. So Feisty with the force out and the drawback. Long drawback, Ginger, no, that is Ghoul. 618 is Ghoul trying to anchor that tripod, but Roadrunner over quickly through, and we have a star pass. All of our star passes brought to you by Two Town Cider. So that is So Feisty, jammer of record now. And that is Harley Quinn going to the box on a direction of play penalty, but not the jammer, so that is one skater now in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Harley taking, actually that's kind of amusing. Harley Quinn in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box for those of you who are DC Comics fans. All right, up to the front of the pack. That is Cherry Bomb holding on, joined by 619 Chloe Catastrophe. Chloe, wow, great defense there, holding on for as long as possible. So Feisty spinning through the pack, looking for an opening. Great defense there for the Buds to start this off. So next up behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line, in the white, that is Strawberry Short Fuse jamming up against Adri Hell on Wheels in the purple. Adri working towards the inside. Scooby Doom holding on for dear life at the front. But eventually Adri Hell on Wheels powers through. So that is a scoring pass now. Oh, there we go. Strawberry Short Fuse is through on the initial. That is Pop-Tart heading to the box. And there's a call off. Is it in time? It is. Perfectly timed call off by Adri Hill on Wheels. All right, next up, that is Spitfire in the white, jamming up against Quicksilva in the purple. So that is a 4-2 pack advantage right now for the Buds. But Quicksilva doesn't care, grabs a lead jammer for the Roses. Quicksilva, no call there. Spitfire blitzing through. And there goes. Oh, nice hit from Pop-Tart, but Spitfire staying upright. Oh, wow. Nessie taking a shot, too. Jawbreaker now last line of defense. Jawbreaker, who is one of our juniors who is also an official, doing a great job of knowing just exactly how far to take that. And force out by Pop-Tart and the recycle. And there comes Quicksilva through the pack. And there's the call off. And we have an official timeout. This official timeout brought to you, like all of our timeouts, by our official realtor. Welcome to PDX. So this is a 4-2 pack advantage for the Roses. There are 2 Bud skaters in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Rebel Heart Therapy is therapy for queer, poly, kinky, quirky folks. And some very excellent people on their own. I got to chat with them before this. And Jessica Alexi, yes, Scar and Stu are tripod defense goals. Actually, there's a lot of phenomenal defenders out there on the track. Speaking of which, blocked her who? Oh, working there. That would be number 30, Stu Smacker, with that force out and recycle. Now joined by Blocker who. Decoy working hard at the front of the pack. And Decoy, pack extended too far, they had to let them go. And Rolling Thunder working up to the front, dropped by Socket Tuya. That front tripod anchored by Madness. Answering Iron Maiden's eternal question, can I play with Madness? Yes, you can if you happen to be on the track right now. And here comes the offense. That is Elbow Bell trying to open a hole in that defense. Socket Tuya up now on the tripod. That is Kill Pickle, I believe. Nope, that is Chloe Catastrophe was the other portion of that tripod. And Decoy did not hear the shouts from the bench to call that off. And Rolling Thunder forced out by Chloe Catastrophe. And here comes the offense. Elbow Bell once again. There goes Decoy through the pack. Great effort there by Madness. Elo Cool Slay with some offense. And there's the call off. So that was an 8-5 steal by the Buds, who did not have the lead jam. And I feel that I might have gotten LL Cool Slay and Sakatuya mixed up at one point on that last jam. And if I did, I apologize. All right, that is Donna Dangerous and Zoe Diggity. I have enjoyed watching this jammer matchup since the Rose Petals era. Donna working hard, trying to get around Nicotine Kills and Kung Fu Skinny. There's the offense coming from Kill Pickle. And Zoe Diggity is through on the initial. Oh, wow. Zoe Diggity went airborne, stuck the landing. 3 points for each jammer on that jam. Wow. Phenomenal work. All right, next up we're going to see Strawberry Short Fuse and Adri Hell on Wheels. Adri Hell on Wheels up to the front of the pack. Met up there by Scar. That tripod anchored by, I believe that's Jawbreaker. Working along with Scooby Doom. Pandemonium trying to play some offense. Gets a direction penalty on Pop-Tart. Nice force out there by So Feisty. Fizzgig now joining in. Ginger Slap. And we are up to the top of the apex. Still no lead jammer. Jawbreaker having to drop to bridge. One to beat now for Adri Hell on Wheels, but that last one is Scar. Fierce defense by Scar. Took about 48 seconds to get a lead jammer call. Here comes Adri Hell on Wheels. Oh, hey, 24-42. We have a palindrome score for all you nerds out there. And pack extending up in the front. Scar having to drop, Jawbreaker. There's the out of play call, Jawbreaker avoiding the penalty. Another smart play there. And the cap comes off. Strawberry Short Fuse now looking for Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker takes the cap pass on the Two-Town Cider Star Pass. Two-Town Cider, damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest, along with some damn fine roller derby. Adri Hell on Wheels threw on a second scoring pass. 32-42 is the score now. And there's the call off. With two Bud skaters hanging out in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. That was a smart call off. Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery. That is John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. So we're going to see Team Titan and Blocked Who as the two blockers out there for the Buds. Toe stop of terror. Sakatuya getting prepped at the back in that 2-2. LL Cool Slay, still the best helmet in the league. Oh no, track cut sends Harley Quinn to the box. Roadrunner over, who already has, I think, like a 16-point jam. He's now out there on a power jam. That is Harley's second penalty. Not exactly what you want to see. Both teams have all their blockers out, so that is a full pack. Bud's prepping now for Harley. Harley powering through. Teen Titan takes a shot. Pandemonium takes a shot. And Harley with the power. Roadrunner over. Meep, meep, is through. Oh, shirt whip by Harley. And good offense there. Teen Titan creating a lane, and that is going to be a track cut. Harley bounced to the outside, got a skate down in the wrong spot. Great work there by the refs. And, oh, that was LL Cool Slay holding on. And Teen Titan once again clearing that lane on the inside. Nessie trying to set up that tripod. And there's the call off. Wow. A 24-point jam for Roadrunner over, who has just racked up the points so far. Black Cat Plumbing, your friendly neighborhood plumbing, and a proud sponsor of Rose City Rollers since forever. So that is Rolling Thunder in the white. And is that the real jammer, or is it a decoy in the purple? There is Rolling Thunder, your lead jammer, Kung Fu Skinny, heading to the box on a penalty. And Rolling Thunder dropped to the inside by Madness. Kill Pickle closes the inside lane. Oh, phenomenal work. Cherry Bomb blowing up Rolling Thunder. And that is Pancakes digging in on the inside lane, keeping Decoy from going anywhere. And there's the force out, long recycle by TNT. Well, not a hugely long recycle, but you know, this is Portland. We like recycling plastic, paper, and jammers. Pack extending up at the front. That is Kill Pickle on a forearm. Spending 30 seconds to reconsider some choices there in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. And the pack has come to a standstill here at the top of turn 2. And Cherry Bomb, great force out and recycle. Rolling Thunder almost had it, but fast reformation. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is empty once again. And there's the call off. Woo! 4-4 on that jam. That was a hard fought 4 points for each. And we've got Spitfire, Quicksilva as your jammers in the white and the purple respectively. And Quicksilva sliding through the pack like Mercury. And that is Nicotine Kills heading to the box. Pop-Tart so feisty. Now joined by Ginger Slap trying to control that jammer. And we have a power jam. I did not see the call on Quicksilva. Looks like a high block, according to the stat sheets. So there will be no lead jammer. This jam will go the full 2 minutes. Offense coming in from Jawbreaker, from Blueberry Rough, and everybody taking shots. That is Scooby Doom as well, but that long force out and drag back by Pop-Tart. Spitfire has pulled the cap. Scooby Doom up to the front playing defense, and Jawbreaker gets the out of play. Oh no, track cut Spitfire, so this is going to be a power jam for Quicksilver. Pack speeding up. Smart play there by the Buds. Oh, Blueberry Rough and getting a shoulder in. Out of play. Nicotine Kills trying to work to the front, trying not to be goaded. Oh, Johnny Crash, great work. Smart play. And there's the offense. Perfectly done by the Roses. And there is the whistle. That ends with Spitfire standing in the penalty box. Probably about 1 or 2 seconds left on that penalty. It's going to be Adri Hill on wheels. So it's going to be up to Kung Fu Skinny, blocked or who. I believe that is, yep, Scar and Stu Smacker to defend this power start. Although if you got to do it, that's some good defenders. There's the lead jammer call. Great offense there. And the swarming defense, sock it to you in there. Chloe Catastrophe. Fizzgig got the initial hit, but there's Spitfire through on the initial. And here comes Adri Hill on wheels. Spitfire, after already doing a 2-minute jam, might be a little bit tired, so looks like they're going to try to run Spitfire. And that is a forearm penalty, sending Spitfire to the box. Adri Hill on wheels is through, and that is a directional play penalty on 900. Fizzgig. Adri Hill on wheels back into the action. And that tough defense. Stu Smacker, Scar, joined by Blocked or Who. Kung Fu Skinny watching the spins to the outside. Spitfire back in. And Spitfire through. That is a 4-point pass. And there's the call off just in time. 7-4 on that jam. 13 points separating these two teams. Next up, Donna Dangerous, So Diggity are your jammers. And Donna Dangerous bolts through on the inside lane. So Diggity, quarter of the track behind, coming up fast. Donna Dangerous calling it out. Donna with the call off. Let's see if there were any points awarded, or was it just a little bit too soon? 1 point for Donna Dangerous. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Menopause Northwest and the Portland Mercury. Decoy having a little bit of a dance party there behind that Gem on Hawthorne jam line, facing off against Strawberry Short Fuse. Strawberry Short Fuse up to the front, met by Johnny Crash. Good offense there from Blueberry Rough, and Decoy, lead jammer, Oh, chase down though. Elbow bell, Scooby Doom. Decoy has to recycle. But Decoy does have the lead jam, so Decoy can call it at any time if needed. Here comes Ginger Slap on the offense. Good offense to the inside, but great reaction there. Not sure which blocker that was. And we are up to turn 3 now. We do have a lead jammer, and we've got a star pass to Jawbreaker. This is a two-town cider star pass. There's the call off. Is it in time? It is. So that was a 0-0 jam. Phenomenal defense by both of these teams. Our jam line today is brought to you by the Jam on Hawthorne's, Portland's best vegan-friendly, booze-friendly, kid-friendly, omnivore-friendly, everybody-friendly breakfast joint. And once again, Harley Quinn, Roadrunner over. Two absolutely phenomenal jammers. So far, Roadrunner over has been winning this contest. Nicotine kills, great defense there. And, oh, Fizzgate, perfect reaction. Harley Quinn playing some jammer defense. Gets brushed off by Kung Fu Skinny, who picks up a directional play on that. Pop-Tart out of the penalty box. Full backing for Harley Quinn. Pop-Tart heading the box on a forearm. And Harley Quinn is through as your lead jammer. Great offense there by Nicotine Kills and Stu Smacker. Quick acceleration there by Harley. Roadrunner over, forced out. Is that so feisty? That is so feisty. Great force out and recycle there by the purple blockers. There we go. Wow, this is just, we have ground to a halt here. Nice work. There goes Harley. Oh, Fizzgate, perfect timing on that hit. Pop-Tart almost with the force out, but Roadrunner over is through. Here comes Harley on another scoring pass. Great offense from Pop-Tart. And that was a 10-2 jam. We were down to a 10-point game here once again. Oof. Well, this has been fun. I hope y'all are having a good time. And the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is empty once again. This is going fast. Not a whole lot of timeouts here. Hoping I don't jinx that. Sock it to you, Cherry Bomb. LL Cool Slate. Oh, there's the force out. Very fast reaction there from Rolling Thunder to get back onto the track. Blocker who anchoring that tripod. Now the last player standing. Joined by TNT. So we are stuck going into turn 2. Pack moving very slowly forward. Adrian Helen Wills looking for a seam in that defense. Finds it briefly, but Pandemonium just snuffs that out. Pancakes for breakfast, trying to bridge. Now Pancakes playing offense. Adrian Helen Wheels got to the front of the pack, but that defense reformed once again. We are now through that second straightaway. Still no lead jammer, over a minute in. TNT closing that inside lane. Adrian Helen Wheels nowhere to go. Kill Pickle bracing Cherry Bomb. And we're at the top of the second apex. 20 seconds to go. Still no lead jammer. If somebody doesn't get lead the next 3 seconds, this will pretty much be a guaranteed 0-0 jam, which is kind of awesome. I love a defensive 0-0 jam like that. Phenomenal work from both teams. Hey, if you're visiting one of our sponsors or using their services, throw it up on social media with the hashtag RCR sponsor, and you could win tickets to a future bout. There goes Spitfire up to the front. Oh, Johnny Crash, great work. Now there's Ghoul. And Vi spinning up to the front. Wow, who was that holding on? That was Johnny Crash. Great work there. Spitfire one to beat, but that one, that was Nessie, who is real. Oh, good work there by Chloe Catastrophe, but Spitfire is through finally. 4 points in the air for Quicksilva. Quicksilva forced out by Blueberry Ruffin. Ghoul with the force out. Johnny Crash up there, but oh, perfect work by Spitfire, who is through for a 4-point pass. 4-4 on this jam. Rose is trying to get that last skater out of the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box, and there's the call off from Quicksilva. We will have time for one more jam. So that was a 7-4 jam. 79-86 is your score. So we approach the final jam of the first half. Decoy in the purple, Strawberry Short Fuse in the white. 4-3 pack advantage for the Buds. Kung Fu Skinny and Pancakes setting up that front tripod. Pop-Tart doing good work there on Strawberry Short Fuse. And Ginger Slap with the force out, quick recycle. Good reaction time there by Strawberry Short Fuse. Pancakes for breakfast, trying to open up that front tripod, but so far no luck. Doesn't even need a front tripod. Fizzgig. It's like Fizzgig has Velcro on their back as the jammers are having a tough time getting off once they get stuck onto Fizzgig's back. Here comes Johnny Crash out of the box, playing offense immediately, and that is just enough. Good effort there by Skinny, but Decoy is through with the lead jam. Great force out there by Johnny Crash. Fizzgig heading to the box. Here comes Skinny with the offense. That's going to be a directional. So that is some group therapy in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Decoy up at the front. Is that a Nicotine Kills? Yes. Nico holding on to the last possible second. And good awareness not to draw the out of play penalty. Strawberry Short Fuse has not pulled the cap. There's the cap pull. And the fake. Oh, Johnny Crash, though, reads that perfectly. White pivot stuck at the back of the pack. There we go. We are at intermission. And there's a lead change, 87-86, right before intermission. Woo! I hope y'all are liking this, because this has been a great bout. 87-86 going into the half. Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of this exciting Rosebuds All-Stars exhibition bout featuring the Roses versus the Buds. It's a mashup of skaters from our national team and our regional team. And we're going to start the second half with Harley Quinn jamming in the purple behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line, up against Zoe Diggity in the white. Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box is empty, so both teams at full strength to start. Zoe Diggity up to the front, Johnny Crash. And Cherry Bomb. Harley Quinn trying to find an outside lane, denied by TNT. Here comes Ghoul with the offense. Oh, Zoe Diggity goes for the apex jump to get lead, but denied by Johnny Crash. Joined now by Chloe Catastrophe, I believe. Yes, that is. Oh, Zoe Diggity getting blown up by Cherry Bomb. And we are into turn 2. No lead jammer. Harley Quinn finally through after 49 seconds of effort. Zoe Diggity has pulled the cap. Looking for that pivot, which is blocked or who? Zoe Diggity up to the front. Harley Quinn in on a scoring pass. TNT blocked her who taking shots. Reinforced now by Kung Fu Skinny. And Harley is through. Harley with the emphatic call off. Porque No Taqueria, the sunniest place in Portland, voted as best tacos and Mexican food in PDX. Next up, we are going to see Adri Hell on Wheels and Rolling Thunder. Adri Hell on Wheels up to the front. Scooby Doom dropping it. That was Teen Titan. Great work there, but had to let Adri Hell on Wheels go to avoid the out-of-play penalty. Pop-Tart taking a shot at Rolling Thunder. Good defense there by Pancakes for Breakfast. And Jawbreaker now, Adri Hell on Wheels. Both defenses just locked down to that second turn or second straightaway. Adri Hell on Wheels now up to the front and through. Roses have been on a tear here, coming from about 30 points down, now with a 9-point lead. Ginger Slap bridging. Arnouche, thank you for watching from Austin. And that is a high block. Adri Hell on Wheels is heading to the box, so this will be a full 2-minute jam. We'll see if Adri Hell on Wheels sat down in time to get released. Rolling Thunder has pulled the cap. And there's the star pass. That is a Two-Town Cider House star pass to Scooby Doom. Scooby Doom did get away with it, despite those meddling kids. And there is the call off, 4-2 on that jam. All right, next up, Quicksilva and the purple. Roadrunner over behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line. Roadrunner over has personally accounted for about half of the Buds' points. An absolutely deadly jammer. And Sakatuya one-on-one. Roadrunner over is through. Sakatuya is a great defender, but Roadrunner over was just overpowering. Elbow bell, pandemonium locking down the back of the pack. There's the star pass. Two so feisty. Roadrunner over is through, calls it 3 points. 99-95 here. So yeah, feel free to put down in the chat where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. If you have any questions or comments, I will do my best to answer all of that. So behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line, that is 88 Decoy in the purple, 14 Strawberry Short Fuse in the white. Strawberry Short Fuse into the arms of Johnny Crash. There's Nessie, great force out. Multiplayer block, sends TNT to the box. Kung Fu Skinny, Nicotine kills. Great defense in the back. Good offense there from Ghoul. But perfect reaction from Stu Smacker. And Strawberry Short Fuse forces the bridge up at the front. Oh, Kung Fu Skinny just holding on for dear life. There's the force out, quick recycle on Decoy. Failure to reform sends Nicotine kills to the box. Kung Fu Skinny head in the box, I believe failure to reform. So that is, and Ghoul in the box. So we've got a 3-skater group therapy session. Decoy is through, skating backwards. I'm not quite sure where Decoy is going with that, but sure, why not? Decoy now lead jammer. Oh, TNT blowing that up. Stu Smacker heading to the box. TNT holding the line. Nicotine kills up there with TNT. Strawberry Short Fuse has the cap off. There's the pass to Kung Fu Skinny. Skinny is out, and there's the end of the jam. So 103.95 is your score. We're going to see Spitfire in the white, Donna Dangerous in the purple. There we go. Just one skater in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Now two as Jawbreaker heads that direction. This is unfortunate there for the Buds, but blocked her who just keeping Donna Dangerous from going too far. Donna with just enough space though. You cannot give Donna any space at all. Donna is your lead jammer. Here comes Spitfire. Pop-Tart, another junior skater / official. There goes Donna Dangerous for 4. Spitfire coming in on a scoring pass. But Donna Dangerous and the Roses looking to run this. There's the force out by Scooby-Doo, I believe. And Donna Dangerous heading to the penalty box. That is Pop-Tart in the penalty box too, so that is yet another group therapy session in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. Therapy for queer, poly, kinky, quirky folks. And for skaters who need to think about what they've done. And that is a track cut on Spitfire. And Donna Dangerous out of the box. There was almost a star pass, but not. That penalty on Spitfire negates that. Donna Dangerous picking up another 4 points, 12 total in that jam, 115 to 95. So that is Pop-Tart sitting with 5 penalties. Only player in real penalty trouble. 26 penalties for the Roses, 19 for the Buds. And Adri Hell on Wheels, the sole jammer behind that jam on Hawthorne jam line. Sock it to you, great offense at the front. But Elbow Bell, great reaction time. And lead jammer goes to Adri Hell on Wheels. Here comes Spitfire out of the box, quickly through the pack. So that is a scoring pass for Adri. Ritual Dyes, a local dye shop, along with yarn and some other great stuff, owned by the the parent of a pedal skater. Whew. Pedal of a parent skater? I don't know what. There we go. Harley Quinn. Quickly through the pack, Roadrunner over. Trying to get out, but so feisty, just dug in at the top of the apex. Harley Quinn forced out by Scar and Pandemonium. Resets. Harley getting low, digging down, trying to create a gap in that tripod, but no luck so far. And pack extending. Kilpickle having to bridge. One to beat. Johnny crashed, last line of defense. There goes Roadrunner over. Harley Quinn still in that first scoring pass. Harley Quinn through. Here comes Roadrunner over, quickly through. 4-4 so far. Comes Harley, fakes the inside, runs the outside. Oh, Kung Fu Skinny, good hit, but Harley with the spin. That is a forearm on Johnny Crash. Scar with the force out. Here comes Ginger Slap coming in with the offense. Good reaction by Kung Fu Skinny to get up there and brace. Skinny now directing traffic. And that was a 12-8 jam. Go check our merch page for the 20th anniversary merch. The classic Rose City Rollers fist logo is back for that 20th anniversary merch. Already picked up one of the shirts. Oh, Rolling Thunder. Credit to Stu Smacker and Nicotine Kills for just making sure that nobody was within a few feet of Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder, good force out by Nessie, but great recovery by Rolling Thunder. The power shoulder to get through. 4 points in the air for Rolling Thunder. Decoy is through on the initial. Rolling Thunder up and over. Not are able to get around Ghoul, though. Scooby Doom looking for the track cut. Does not get that call. Redpool signaling no pass, no penalty. Stu Smacker force out recycle. Johnny Crash, great awareness. That is a track cut sending somebody to the box. So one player advantage right now for the Roses, as I believe that is Stu Smacker serving 30 seconds of therapy time in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. And the Jammers just not going anywhere in that second straightaway right now. And Rolling Thunder decides that's enough. 8-4. We are halfway through this second half. 135-113 is your score. And that is Quicksilva and Zodiggity behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Zodiggity, lead jammer. Quicksilva pulling the cap. And Quicksilva spinning through the inside lane. Zodiggity, nice play. Quicksilva one to beat. Able to get around Jawbreaker. Zodiggity with the call off. Spinning to the inside, picked up one. 5-4 on that jam. 187 killer pads worn by the most pros in the world. If you skate, you know why. And we'd like to thank Triple Eight. The certified sweat saver helmet from Triple Eight is designed for derby, vert ramps, and everything in between. That is Adri Helen Wheel, Strawberry Short Fuse in the purple and the white respectively. Strawberry Short Fuse up to the front, sock it to you, not able to contain. Strawberry Short Fuse, your lead jammer. Oh, is that TNT? Yeah, that's TNT. Adri Helen Wheels is almost out, and then TNT just appears out of nowhere. Now joined by Blocker Who, Fizzgig with the force out and recycle at the back of the pack. Strawberry Short Fuse gets some offense there from Pandemonium. Blocker Who digging in, now joined by TNT. And Adri Helen Wheels finally through on the initial. And there's the call off. 4-0 on that jam. 139-122 is your score. Yes, Multi-Apples, it is a nice game. This has been a lot of fun to watch. So the Buds led for most of the first half, till in the final seconds, Roses took a 1-point lead going to halftime, and they have held that lead ever since. Spitfire, Donna Dangerous, are you jammers? Donna Dangerous looks for the inside lane, forced out recycled by Scooby Doom. Donna pinballing, but Spitfire, your lead jammer. Donna with the speed, though. It is a foot race. These are two very fast jammers. Pack speeding up, too. You got a fast pack, fast jammers. Spitfire trying to play some jammer defense. At some point, I think you're going to have to call that, Spitfire. And pack goes down. Wow. And the defense is locking down now in turn 3. So Feisty with the force out and recycle. I feel like that if this were not an exhibition game, there might be some different strategic calls here, but and there's the call off, 4-3 on that jam. 142-126 is your score right now. Rolling Thunder Decoy are your jammers once again. 4-3 pack advantage. There goes Rolling Thunder. Lead jammer, but Decoy able to. Rolling Thunder was able to get lead jammer, but got quickly brought back into the pack. Smart move there. And Decoy celebrating with Nessie on forcing that call off. The certified sweat saver developed, tested, and trusted by the best. That is 888. Harley Quinn Roadrunner over. This has been a great matchup all game long. Roadrunner over up to the front. Stu Smacker with the offense, but both jammers out. And it is a foot race. These are two very fast skaters. And we got a fast pack again. Harley forced out. Roadrunner over, able to create about a 20-foot gap. And Roadrunner over has to call that off. 187 killer pads, often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best. That is Strawberry Shortfuse in the white, Adrian Helen Wheels in the purple. Kung Fu Skinny closes the inside lane. There goes Strawberry Shortfuse, one to beat. Johnny Crash was not able to get there in time. Kung Fu Skinny blocked her who, holding that back line against Adrian Helen Wheels. Joined now by Scar. That is just a brutal tripod. Strawberry Shortfuse extending up against Ginger Slap and Johnny Crash. That is a very long pack right now. Ginger Slap having to extend. Johnny Crash taking it all the way to the last possible inch. Wow. There's the out of play. And here come the Roses, bringing the offense. Sakatuya opened a lane and then immediately got a force out and recycle. Track cut, Adrian Hill on wheels. This is what the Buds need. Down by 12. Power jam, here comes Kung Fu Skinny with the offense. That is another 4-point scoring pass, down to an 8-point game. Adrian Helen Wheels is standing now. Comes the offense, blocked her who? Scar. And that jam has come to its natural conclusion. We have a 5-point game. And still only one timeout so far, and that was an official timeout. Quicksilva, Zoe Diggity behind that Jam on Hawthorne jam line. Empty Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. And Zoe Diggity is through lead jammer. Quicksilva pulling the cap almost immediately. So Feisty reaching for it. Good work there by Scooby Doom, wiping out Quicksilva, but inadvertently grabbing Zoe Diggity. So Diggity working against, is that Pop-Tart? That is Pop-Tart. So Diggity up and forced out by, no, not forced out. Wow. Zoe Diggity maintained the inbounds. There's the star pass. That is a two-town cider house star pass to So Feisty, two-town cider, damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest. So Feisty with the spin. Jawbreaker. Good work. Jawbreaker out of play. Great effort there. Out of play by inches. So Feisty into the pack, able to score. That is huge right there. So Feisty with the 4 points. Not sure why Zoe Diggity has not called that. There's the call off. And we have a team timeout being called by the Buds, who are down by 2 points. That 4 points that So Feisty was able to get is key right now, because that is all that is keeping the Roses in the lead. And this team timeout brought to you, like all of our timeouts, by RCR's official realtor. Welcome to PDX. I hope you all are having a good time. I'm having a good time. Just over 4 minutes left. We've got a 2-point game. And as always, if you are using the services of one of our sponsors, throw it up on social media, tag hashtag RCR sponsor, and you are entered a chance to win VIP tickets. We have an official review being called this time by the Roses. Right after that timeout expired, so we will go into another timeout. This one also sponsored by our official realtor. Welcome to PDX. We will see if we get an explanation here. If you're having a great time, feel free to give us a shout out in the chat. Okay, there was a signal for an official review, but instead it is an official timeout. And that is Zoe Diggity in the penalty box. And Donna Dangerous with the power start and a 4-3 pack advantage, as two skaters are discussing what they need to do better in that Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. So that is Donna Dangerous through on the initial. Fizzgig clearing the lane on the inside. TNT, good work. Oh, Donna Dangerous with the footwork on the outside. You cannot give Donna Dangerous any space at all. TNT with the force out to the inside. So Diggity through on the initial. There's the call off. Is it in time? So Jiggity did not land the apex, but did get 2 points before going in the air. So that is a 7-2 jam. We are up to a 7-point lead for the Roses. Decoy, Spitfire are your jammers. Spitfire up to the front. Stu Smacker, good offensive work. No pack call. Spitfire working against Johnny Crash. Cherry Bomb directing traffic. That is Spitfire with the lead jam. Decoy still with the star on. Cherry Bomb headed to the box on the illegal contact call. Spitfire 1 to beat. 1 to beat again. Johnny Crash. Illegal contact. That is 2 Roses skaters in the penalty box. Discussing what they can do better the next time. So that is another skater in the Rebel Heart Therapy penalty box. And we have a lead change, folks. Spitfire, 12 points so far, bringing it back. Decoy hasn't pulled the star, not that it matters at this point because Ginger Slap, the pivot is in the box. Oh, Cherry Bomb, good hit, but great balance by Spitfire. Decoy now playing jammer defense. Interesting strategy, but 15 seconds left. I can see the benefit to that. Is that kill pickle? That is. And that was a 20-point jam from Spitfire. So the Buds go from a 7-point deficit to a 30-point lead with under a minute to go. And Harley Quinn on the track for the Roses up against Rolling Thunder. Well, if you got to put it all on the line, Harley Quinn's your jammer. Harley Quinn getting the offense from Pop-Tart. Good defense from Scooby Doom. And there goes Harley. Period time has expired. We are on jam time now. Good work by Socket Tuya. Harley Quinn with 4. Harley Quinn needs 9 more. That is 3 more passes. Elbow Bell, Blueberry Ruffin, working up at the front of the pack. Pandemonium with the bridge. 70 seconds left. Harley looking for some space. Harley creating, nope, Harley has to recycle. Behind Scooby Doom, long recycle. That could be just enough. Down to 48 seconds. Rolling Thunder up at the front of the pack. Nowhere to go against that Roses defense. But everything that matters is at the back of the pack. Harley Quinn getting the blocking there from Pop-Tart. 5 points now. Harley gets a clean pass. Harley going airborne. Harley does not stick the landing. Harley has to recycle. 20 seconds, 18. Not going to be enough. Offense coming from Socket Tuya. Down to 10 seconds. Harley fighting. 5, 3, 2, 1. And we are going to end on a 1-point game. The Buds hanging on for dear life. Wow. So that is our unofficial score. Roses 165, Buds 166. Whew. It does not get any better than that. And there is our official final. All right. Well, thank you all for coming out and watching this. Hope you had a great time. We will see you back for more roller derby action. Check rosecityrollers.com for our event schedule. Come and join us in person if you can. You can get tickets there or drop onto the stream, and we will see you another time. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
And that was an excellent game. I'm down here talking to some of the fans. What a great game we had. Couldn't ask for a better finish. All right, you guys go on ahead and take your victory roll. All right, let's give it up for the team in white. Great job, guys. All right, here we go. Team in purple around the squad. Good job, good job. All right. All right, excellent. I would like to thank everyone for coming out. We're not going to have any MVPs because all these skaters are MVPs. They're our favorite teams. Give it up for the Rosebuds All-Stars. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out this afternoon. It was a great time. Enjoy your day. Try not to be too wet. I'm sure it's still raining out there. I haven't been outside in a while. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you in a couple of weeks at the next bout. All right, one more thing, fans and parents. Appreciate you coming out. Please, if you can, please give a help cleaning up. Many hands make light work. There's always all kinds of stuff to do. We appreciate everyone. Volunteers are slim, so please give a hand and take out your trash. Pack it out. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all again in a couple of weeks.